All right, folks, how you doing? RussellTrueResults303.com. Link in the description box. Also links to social media if you'd like to contact me, follow me. Coming at you today, I made a video on who should read the Bible. If you haven't seen it, check it out. Everyone should read the Bible. Just certain books, if you're not a Christian, are better for you. Other books you don't have to worry about. But I'm going to come at you today with should Christians read books on Buddhism, Hinduism, Islam, things like that. And it's all going to depend on your age, where you're at in your spiritual journey with Christ. But first, I'm going to come at it from a health perspective for those who are just watching this for that. So in that sense, yes, it will help you greatly once you start to read and learn about these other forms of religion. Why? Because they're so great for the body. There's, one thing that I haven't seen much of in any Christian stuff is, how to breathe properly and how that can really help you health-wise, learning how to breathe properly and flexibility and things like that. And that's what those other religions provide. They provide a lot on breathing techniques and flexibility and, a lot of other holistic approaches to life. So in that sense, if you are someone who strictly just wants to be healthier, yes, go that way and definitely look into those religions more, or philosophies. Since I'm of the Christian religion, to me, I look at them as philosophies. That's what I told people. If a lot of people don't want to read the Bible, well, I'm not a Christian. But you know what? Well, look at it as a philosophy. Check out that video. That video, though. Excuse me. So next, when it comes to Christianity, Catholicism, should you? First off, I never understood this. The Catholic Church teaches that you should not do yoga. And I always thought that was silly. I'm like, that doesn't even make sense. Why should you not do yoga? It's just stretching. It's just an exercise. That's where I was wrong. Until I did some research and talked with another fellow Christian about it. And it was, people have to realize that yoga is a part of the Hindu religion. And for them, it is a form of worship. Worshipping a god, or their gods, or multiple gods, each pose. It is their religion. So as we here in the United States and other countries see it as exercise, to them, they're actually upset because we're disrespecting their religion. So that's another way to look at it just for the Christian people out there. It's actually a form of worship to their God. Or one of their gods. Multiple gods. I don't know. So now I understand kind of why the Catholic Church teaches no, you shouldn't do it, because it is a form of worship to a god. But anyway, so now, should everyone, or who should participate in learning these things or reading these things? So first off, it's going to be your age. I go to church with my 11-year-old goddaughter every week, and if you have children, I would say no, do not let them read these other religions, these other philosophies, at least on their own. If you're going to sit there with them so you can discuss it, then yes, by all means, let them learn these things. But if they are young, it's just going to be a confusing time for them. My goddaughter, I assume she loves going to church. We go together. I don't ever force her. It's just like, hey, are we going this week? And she says yes. I don't force her to go. It's just, do you want to go? Yes, okay. And there's some times where she doesn't go. But in the last year, I think she's probably only missed 3 or 4 days. Now she'll go visit our family, and I call my uncle who goes to church, hey, take Sky. She still goes. So I'm assuming she wants to. But given the fact that she's very young, she doesn't really know that much about it. Or she does, but some of it is still confusing. So if you're someone that still doesn't know much about your own religion, the Christian religion, and you need to learn more, then you need to start there first. Make sure that you have a solid foundation in your belief, your faith, and what the church teaches. Because myself, two years ago, maybe a little longer, I started to dive into Buddhism because I made that mistake and I wasn't following the path of Christian authors, Catholic authors, the saints, and what they were teaching from the year 500, the year 300, the year 200, things like that, a lot closer to that time. And once I started to read a lot of those books, then I was able to learn more about Christian prayer, Christian meditation, things like that. And I gained a better understanding of Christian meditation and prayer. And I tried to do the Buddhism prayers and things like that type of meditation, and it didn't work for me. And then once I started to dive into, like I said, more Christianity, learning more about my faith, that prayer and meditation made sense. That prayer and meditation brought peace to me. So once again, it's, learn more about your religion before you decide to dive off into these other religion philosophies. But yes, it's very valuable, especially when it comes to expressing our faith and talking with other people. I'll always at least ask a question of, do you go to church? Even with people that I meet at the gym, do you go to church? Yeah. Well, there you go. That's something that I can connect with them. So then we talk about it. If they say no, I end it there. I'll direct people to this fitness website and say, hey, check it out. There's good advice on there. But if you're offended by Christian stuff or Catholic stuff, just beware some of that's on there, but definitely look at the other content on the channel, on the website. And just kind of skip past the Christian stuff because you're not interested in that. And then, like I said, when it comes to defending our faith, we're always going to talk about it. That's what the Christian religion is about, spreading the word. And you're always going to come up and you'll find an atheist or a Buddhist or a Hindu or a Muslim, whatever, and they're going to say you're wrong, but we need to be able to at least have a wise discussion with them, a knowledgeable discussion with them, to be able to express our opinions and our beliefs and kind of know where they're coming from as well. So when it comes to just defending the faith, we need to learn about other religions so we know how to defend it. The funny thing, I think, and I find myself doing it all the time, because I don't know too many Catholics. A lot of them are just non-denominational Christians or, Baptist, Lutheran, whatever it is. And it's funny how we argue with ourselves a lot, because Catholics, we always think that we're the one true Christian religion, but we're too busy arguing with ourselves to see who's the supreme Christianity, form of Christianity, when the truth is we need to be able to express this to other religions to get our point across, to see if that's something where they're like, you know what, that does make sense. And then we bring people to the Christian faith. It's not about who's right and who's wrong. It's more about trying to bring others to the faith and letting them understand it. Or someone who says, I used to go, but I don't go anymore because I don't understand it. Being able to give them some solid facts about the religion and the beliefs, and hopefully they can come back to the church, or at least come back to Christianity. So we need this knowledge of other religions so we can better explain our own religion and help others to understand it. And maybe, just maybe, bring someone to our Christian family. So there's a lot of thought that comes into this. Everybody's going to be different, but I hope that kind of cleared it up on if you should study other religions, other philosophies, and it's yes, but it's be cautious when you do it. Make sure you're strong in your own faith. Age depends. When it comes to health-wise, the Buddhist religion and the Hindu and things like that, they have really great knowledge of the body. So it is all valuable. Just be careful. And if you have questions, always make sure you can find that same answer in the Christian form, because usually there's another explanation for it as well. So once again, thank you for watching. Subscribe to the channel, share the videos, like the videos, more videos.